You wouldn't believe how many times I've wanted to record this video for you. Dear friend, if you are part of my world or have been over the last 5 years, I just want to thank you, first of all. Whether you just hopped on this email list somehow, or were at one of my events, or a former client, or just were peers, I just want to thank you for being on this ride with me. See, I started this business 5 years ago in the online space, not knowing what the heck I was doing. I come from a background of social work and I did not know how to run an online business. I still am just learning the ropes as I go. Things change so drastically and rapidly in the online world, as you've known, and with social media and all the pressures and trying to keep up with stuff and building out products and offers, and but the shift that I've made is one that could be a little contentious. And so I'll just say it. I'm very, very proud to be a Christian woman, and my faith has become everything to me. I have a few stories about this on my YouTube channel if you're ever curious about why. But I spent 20 some years in the personal development world, and all the while knowing that it was actually God. It was through Jesus that I was searching for this peace. I was searching for this level of acceptance, not external validation, not all of this mental health struggles that I went through, including depression, anxiety, ADHD. I don't love the labels of it. However, God was like, listen, I'm putting you somewhere else and I'm taking you away from social media. And I went through some pretty personal stuff with God in this last half a year. And I'll just say, he put me in the wilderness. You guys all know the story of Jesus going through the wilderness for 40 days, and he was tempted a number of times by Satan, right? And I'll say it, I was tempted all the time, and I needed to get my focus back and clarity on what I truly want to be doing. And I've also recognized that ADHD gets a pretty bad rap out there. And I am a strength-based person. I'm all about, like, let's find the strength, celebrate the wins, look at the good things, but also let's be really realistic and make things better and taking responsibility for where we really are. And so I realized that systems and rhythms and habits are often areas where we fall short when we have ADHD or we think we do. And I had made excuses most of my life until the last 7 years when I really got my crap together. And I went through various stages. And so I built out a platform now called Busy Brain Bold Faith, with videos and audios and systems that aren't meant to be scary, but let's just use the example of digital clutter. Okay? Your inbox is full of emails. I know it is. I know it is. I've talked with people that have over 100,000 emails in their inbox. And so they're living in the search engine and they're missing out on very important information coming in at them for their business. It's costing them sales. It's costing them follow up. It's costing potentially things with kids and school and activities because we're inundated with information. And if we don't take time to format plans to get rid of all of this noise and clutter, we're going to go crazy, right? And that is also where social media, the algorithms were driving me nuts. And I was like, no more. I took the apps off my phone. And I did a video on that as well on my YouTube channel. And what I learned is that having that time, having that ability to just get into the Word of God. But I realized that this book of life here is something that means way more than anything that I'm scrolling online. And I also got into YouTube, well, way more than Instagram and Facebook for this reason. I didn't want to see what everyone in my network was commenting on and liking because it was starting to formulate my own follower instincts rather than leading. And I think that's where it came from is I was like, "Oh, well, so and so loves this, and, they're someone I went to high school with. Clearly, I should look at this too." And that's what those places show you. In YouTube, I was watching videos that I cared about. Yes, the algorithm was still feeding it, but I could look at comments and get this sense of camaraderie with complete strangers. And why I'm sharing this is because you might be feeling this same tug of having a break from something that is causing you some sort of stress. So, my emails are going to come at you and they're going to be faith based. I'm doing this because I truly believe that there's a better way out there for people who are lost. And I was seriously lost. I was searching in all the wrong places. So, Busy Brain Bold Faith is my brand. If you want to hang out there with me, I promise to show up weekly, not about self, but about God and giving him the glory. If you do have ADHD, if you're on my list, if you're still struggling with things, of course, I'll be talking a lot about ADHD, but just know there's a faith element built into it. And I'm unashamed and unapologetic about that. And I would be more than happy to share with you and talk with you at any time. If you want to hit me up in the DMs or email me back or unsubscribe, I just want to thank you. Thank you for being along this journey with me. And I will talk to you again soon. God bless.